We live.
Hey,
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's
finally
Friday.
Friday. We have successfully counted you down to another weekend. We are here for you every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Hump day to Friday.
Yes.
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Blind Guy, his wife, their life live. And we are ready to close out the weekend, get you into the weekend with closing out this week with a very, very special guest.
It's Financial Friday, guys. Always a Financial Friday. So, hey, today is no different.
Today, this person that's with our special guest is going to show you how he's monetized his passion, turned his passion into profits, his passion for gardening and for creating content. So if you're into growing in different ways, growing your food, growing your content, growing your finances, this is the show for you. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to get started, but we can't get started until we do our favorite part of the show, which is to thank those that help us to make this broadcast possible. Remember, this broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by promotional considerations paid for by the following sponsors.
All right, guys. And when Corey says that, that means we have sponsors. We're ever gracious to our sponsors. And so every week we try to announce them and honor what they have done for us to help this production keep moving and level up. So without further ado, let's hear a word from our sponsors. We've got our reigning champs this week. So let's get it going. Okay, wait, Corey. I got to do this. I got to rewind a little bit. And you know what? Oh my goodness. Here we go, Corey. We've got our reigning champs. They're not new sponsors, just new again this week.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Thank you, David and Christine Brooks.
New Supreme sponsor, an anonymous donor.
We thank all the donors.
Oh, yeah.
Fancy sponsor, My Vivid Life. Check out her YouTube channel.
Thank you, My Vivid Life.
She's back.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
Thank you, guys, for that sponsorship. We do appreciate you coming through. And, we do have a new one for next week, Corey. Kingsway Gardening, Larita King just secured a sponsorship, Supreme.
Thank you, Kingsway Gardening. Because of your sponsorship, we're always able to say, let's go. Let's start the show with a real talk with Tavi intro.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Hey everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
His wife, Laquita Marie.
Together we're letting you into our life live as we introduce you to fabulous guests that we met in our personal and professional journeys to help us change the narrative of what you think it might mean to be normal when it comes to your health, your business, and your wealth. You guys have told us we're answering the bell every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 11:15 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time
to be the self-improvement resource library you have told us that we are. And again, we're the self-improvement resource library helping you to improve your health, your business, and your wealth. Today's fabulous guest is no exception to the fabulous guest rule. He is none other than Farmer Q from LionsCrest Outdoors. Let's bring him in to say good morning.
All right, sure. Let's say hello.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Glad to be here today.
Oh my goodness.
Good, Farmer Q. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, everybody is excited. I mean, we can't even get into saying hello to you. Look at Kingsway Gardening. Yes. LionsCrest, awesome guests. They are just in here for you. Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
Farmer Q, you have been up this morning. You've been to the gym, been to the post office, and you had your Ethiopian coffee. Is that one of your favorite brands?
I just got it, but it's gonna grow on me because I'm kind of into really strong coffee. Like if the coffee is not just like knocking me off my shoes, I'm just like, oh, this is pretty good.
Have you ever tried the Kenyan AA?
I have not. That sounds like I like the AA behind it. That makes me feel like it's gonna be something to look forward to.
Yeah, it sounds like a battery, like it's gonna charge you up. So.
Exactly.
So yeah, well, you had your cup of coffee, you got your workout on, you got your post office business taken care of. So we are glad to have you here because you're gonna talk about how you have turned your passion into profits and how
Hold on, Corey. I'm about to die over here. I'm over here coughing. You didn't even say, hey, you okay? Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead. Go
and
ahead.
how
Go
you turn
ahead.
your passion into profits and you use your
Why,
creativity.
why is Farmer Q laughing at you?
You use your
We
creativity.
can't even get the show started, right? I'm over here cutting up. It's Friday. I'm gonna just say this before we get started. Okay, Farmer Q. A few things happen on Friday. It's crazy stuff. We never know which crazy stuff. There's always something crazy happening on Fridays. The energy is high. We have a great time. So all I'm gonna say is get your seatbelt on, get ready to go.
So yeah, definitely
Keep it on.
we can't wait for you to share all of your secrets and all of your information about turning your crops and your creative content into cash generating profits to support your business. So we're gonna put you backstage. We're gonna let you enjoy a virtual cup of Kenyan double A coffee and
All right.
and some digital donuts.
Wait. Before he goes, we got one question for you, okay?
Okay.
One question for you. I know you're a grower, you're a farmer. Are you like a big farmer, a backyard farmer, a gardener? How would you categorize yourself? Because you're LionCrest outdoors, right? But how
Yes.
would you categorize yourself?
So I've touched a little bit of every single zone of what you just said. I've worked on a big farm before. I've worked on like a moderately sized kind of like getting to be a big farm, and right now I'm in my backyard and I'm a backyard gardener. So I've had different perspectives and different insights to go along with those different zones. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to talking about that into more detail. But yes, I definitely have more experience in the middle-sized farm going into the bigger farm because that's where I really got to learn a lot of the problems that happened on the farm and had to handle them.
Got it. Okay. And I ask because, for people tuning in, they want to know, like, okay, is this for me? Is this episode for me? And because I'm just a patio gardener, this guy is a big time farmer, or I am a big time farmer. This guy is a middle-sized farm person. He has a backyard or he has an acre or two. So basically today's show then, from what Farmer Q has just said, is more for
It's more for it's something for everybody
because he's touched every area.
touched every area. So whether you're a big farmer or you're a back patio gardener, there's something that you're gonna learn from LionCrest Outdoors.
Because he's done it all. All right, perfect. Well, we'll see you soon, okay?
See you
So
soon.
enjoy your computerized coffee and your digital donuts.
I'm grabbing it now.
All right, Corey.
guys.
Awesome. He is in the green room. Where do we go from here?
Remember, this broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by member support by viewers like you. If you're new to this and you want to be part of the Blind Guy home team, make sure that you subscribe. And then always bum rush the button.
Just hit the thumbs up, guys. That's the best vote that you can give this channel. Give us a thumbs up. It lets people know that you enjoy this content. They might as well. So in addition to the thumbs up, you'll see scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, LionCrest Outdoors, right? All of his information. Well, let's make sure that you also know where to go and find information about this channel, blindguyhiswife.com.
When you visit blindguyhiswife.com, you can find out more about who we are, Corey the Blind Guy, Laquita Marie, my wife. You can also visit Blamazon. That's Press and Sew, our merchandise store, where you can get your own Blind Guy home team jerseys. We had yesterday Trash Can Waves was on talking about weapons and concealed pistol license and how you can use that for self-employment.
Yes.
He was rocking that Blind Guy logo shirt.
Corey, speaking of Blind Guy logo shirt, so here's the thing. Our shirt designs are showing, right? Our merchandise by Press and Sew. However, our sketchy internet, because this is a mid-level production, is not showing the Press and Sew logo. So FYI, if you're used to seeing that, it's the production around here.
So you can see all the wonderful designs. We have our Hump Day to Friday, the All the Way Live, and one of our favorites, WTF,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Weekend Countdown. There's also we've got a great partnership with Violet Botanical Skincare. So
let's see what's going to show there. Nope. How about it ain't even up there, Corey?
Well.
You know what? It is, but it's so little, like you can't even. It just says click for coupon code for men, women, and children, because that's what Violet's Botanical is for: men, women, and children. And you know what, Corey? We can do something special because Violet Botanical Skincare is a partner of ours. That means when you go to the website and your internet is working properly, you'll see all the necessary buttons, right? And that means when you go to their website, remember she said they were going to be updating their website sometime soon, and somebody on our channel won the giveaway, and they were able to vote whether or not the website was going to be
Santa Claus themed or holiday bling.
Yes. And so when you go to blindguyhiswife.com and you click that button because your internet is working, it'll take you right here to Violet Botanical Skincare. But there's a coupon code that's already built in so that when you go from our channel to theirs or our website to theirs, you automatically get a discount.
Great gift ideas for anyone in your life, no matter where they are in the country. You order online and Violet Botanical Skincare will get it to them.
Absolutely. So where do we go from here, Corey?
And you can also become a sponsor. Check out our sponsorship options down there with our in-show steamers. And through our Buy Me a Coffee platform. Remember, just click the green coffee cup. Steer it up.
So definitely, if you'd like to support the production, you can always buy us a coffee. You can just click the green coffee cup and all of those good things. It will open a little widget so that when you click that green coffee cup and open the widget, you can choose 1 coffee, 3 coffees, 5 coffees, or Corey's been blind 25 years. We always put in 25 for our hashtag 25 for 25 campaign. You can say something nice. You can leave your name. You can see how you're supporting this. Keep in mind that all proceeds go to our nonprofit organization. The parent company to Blind Guy His Wife is
Pine Edutainment Incorporated.
Yes. And so you can see who else has gotten copies there. Thank you to Big Guy Journey, Powie, Huey, and Mr. Stewart, Antoine Wade. You can see all the info. But if you specifically go to the site, click there, buymeacoffee.com, it takes you to a whole nother page that gives you all the details. Corey, did we get a sneak peek at today's plant-based treat?
Sneak peek at the plant-based treat coming at you now.
Always getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables at every meal. Not because we want you to.
Because we're not vigilantes. We're not fruit hoodlums. We're just trying to get you to increase your fruits and vegetables at every meal to make sure you're getting those vitamins and the fiber that you need to stay healthy. Not telling you to eliminate anything, just add more fruits and vegetables.
Absolutely. Here's a sneak peek at today's plant-based treat, inspired by our guest today because he does like to eat his foods in combination. All right, here we go.
Use chopped vegetables, fresh or frozen.
That's all you get. He's starting it off with vegetables.
It's time to cannonball into the comments.
I'm reading the comments for Corey. Corey can't see. His eyes don't work. He can read. He does a lot of the production work here at blindguyhiswife.com. But hey, Coffee Talking Tech says, I'll be watching the replay.
Hey, Coffee Talking Twerk in the house.
Yes.
And Joycey.
Right. LionsCrest Outdoors, great guest. We agree. Coffee Talking Tech. You know, Coffee Talking Tech is the answer man. He was live last night answering questions from YouTubers, questions about tech stuff. He always does. And so last night was no different. And then his co-host, J.A. Smith, yeah, he was having some technical issues with the microphone. They figured it out on the air. We were able to walk through that. Cool place to be. Hey, Trash Can Waves.
Trash Can Waves. He was the man of the hour yesterday in the house from Michigan.
And he's already got it in, guys. Hashtag the home team.
Hashtag the home team.
So if you want to get first place pony, in other words, we do have a person that was first place, but everybody wants to get first place pony. So that's the reason why you would put in hashtag the home team. We're going to do a drawing soon and very soon. So that way you can see if you win bragging rights for first place pony. Let's see who else is in the house so we can say good morning. Coffee Talking Tech, it looks like he was first. So we're going to see who else gets bragging rights. Kingsway Gardening, hey there.
Hey, Kingsway Gardening in the house.
So she is saying greetings. She does have her hashtag the home team in there. And of course, she is shouting out today's guest because she's also a farmer, has an amazing channel with HGTV Quality, talking about all the different things that she harvests from her backyard. And the yard it is. You should see it, guys. So, of course, Trash Can Waves is greeting everybody, but we also have a moderator in here telling you guys what to do and how to do it.
All right, must be Gail Lockett.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gail Lockett, the moderator queen, holding it down for the Blue Wrench team. If a food comes into the chat on your channels, then turn them over to Gail, and that food will get handled.
Boom. Thank you, Gail. Hey, David Hunt, talking about first.
David Hunt, Hunty Boy in the house. Check out David Hunt's YouTube channel. David Hunt, morning musical meditation. Today was Freeform Friday, and David Hunt dressed up like George Clinton on the mothership.
Right. And you know what? Why are you always saying that? I always suggest Ribbon in the Sky. I can't ever think of another one to suggest, but he'll play it and he might even sing a little bit. He's talking about, I'm waiting for the show to start till I click a like. You know what, David, we appreciate you guys. If you're just tuning in and you're finding value, please click the like button. We hope that we're helping you out this hour because this is a 1 hour show and hopefully you find some value. If so, click the like. Do like David Hunt. Don't just click it just to be clicking around, right?
Right.
Hey, there's Stinky Puddle Ranch.
Stinky Puddle Ranch.
Yes,
all right.
Another gardener, Corey.
All right. That name caught me off guard. Okay.
Yeah, well, Stinky Puddle Ranch, we often see them whenever we're doing now. They talk a lot, they chat a lot, and it's great. And they always have good things to say and input. So we always see them, that gardener, Stinky Puddle Ranch, when we're on Black's Tropicals channel on Monday mornings for the tasty topics during their garden chat.
All right.
So Black's Tropical Homestead has a Monday morning live stream as well as a Friday evening live stream. So Monday morning is the garden chat. I'm a part of that where I pop in at some point so we can talk about tasty topics, how we can use the food that we're growing in the dishes that we're cooking and eating. So we've been getting some great ideas from there. Viola Graham, how are you?
Hey, Viola Graham in the house.
She's saying good morning here and saying hello to Stinky Puddle. I'm telling you, all the farmers know each other, Corey. Stinky Puddle and all of them, they're hanging out. GG Naturals Homestead, hey there.
Gigi.
Saying hello. And you know who is all up in the chat, Corey? Quintaris, LionsCrest Outdoors, all up in there, keeping it rolling. That's what I'm talking about. When you're a tech person, you understand all sides of this thing, and he is in there deep. LionsCrest Outdoors is chatting up, talking about, yeah, that's me, haha. So he's got so many accounts he's using, but PWJ is here.
Hey, PWJ in the house. Thank you for coming in, PWJ.
So guys, we're just doing the roll call, saying hello to everybody that's in here because next we're doing our first place pony giveaway.
So get your hashtag the home team in.
It's not just the home team, hashtag the home team, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, hashtag the home team. So now we're gonna bring LionsCrest in to help us with this first place pony.
Wait, we gotta say hi to Broke Farmer.
Hey, Broke Farmer in the house.
Remember we were talking to him last Friday night?
Yeah, Broke Farmer slid out the scene.
Oh my God, it was so hilarious. He was like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna slide out of here. And then he slid out of his seat. And then next thing we know, the whole screen was gone. It was hilarious. Broke Farmer has an amazing channel as well. I gotta head over there and look at more of his content. But another farmer, guys, and he ain't broke either. He's just got the name Broke Farmer. So Laura, hey there. How are you, Laura? I said, hey, peeps.
Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Good to see you in here, Laura. And of course, Broke Farmer is saying hello to Black's Tropical. And then Laura is saying, hey, Black's Tropical as well. Black's Tropical is popular, guys, just as popular as LionsCrest Outdoors. And one of your favorites, Corey G. Albert.
Hey, hey, to G. Albert. And he's going to talk some tech for you.
He's a tech guy, yeah.
He's going to produce a TV show too. Thank you, G. Albert, for joining us this morning.
Good to see you. Hey, all the way from Namibia, Sylvie.
Hey, Sylvie. She's been one of our favorites. Now we just need Mr. Riley to come in from the west side so we can get the competition going.
Yes, because Sylvie Sidge is from Namibia. And I told you guys the Namibians are fighters, meaning they will stand their ground. They're intelligent. They know their stuff. They are good to go. And then they're sweethearts on top of that. So Sylvie is no different. And she's pretty. And her YouTube channel is popping. But anyways, we also have Wally.
Wally in Florida. Florida.
Why he got those eyes looking, just popping in. His channel, Wealth Talk Production, talking all things health, wealth, how to keep a legacy, how to level up, all of those good things. Hey, Tasha Oshie Groves.
Hey, Farmer Tasha had a farm. Oshie Groves. Thank you for joining us this morning. Don't forget to hashtag the home team.
G. Albert says that AAA will really knock you off your feet. Talking about the coffee, but so he's gonna add another A.
Yeah, that Kenyan double A. Yeah, it's strong. It's good though.
Hey, Global Green Book. Always
Global
good to
Green
see you.
Book in the house up there. DC.
She is in DC, guys, and she's soon going to the Gambia. Check her channel out because she's lived in Ethiopia and all around the world. She's traveled with her channel named Global Green Book. So she tells you how to get ready, and she has the Wild Out Wednesdays is what I call it, but it's actually Wake Up Wednesdays, where she promotes other businesses and lets you know where to get good things. So good stuff. Trash Can Waves is strapped in, so that's good. He is ready to go. Tasha Oshie Grows, we need you to put your hashtag the home team. Let me see if they're doing it. Let's see.
Hashtag the home team.
Yes, hashtag the home team. I'm sorry. Broke Farmer is saying Q is a backyard superstar. Hey, that's another name we can give him. David Hunt is letting everybody know what to do with the hashtag the home team, so that's great. And hey, Garden of Twitty says, morning, y'all.
Twitty.
Yes, says getting education when I need it most. This is the place to be. LionsCrest Outdoors is knowledgeable. He's traveled all over and all that good stuff. Giabra talking about, I wasn't really asking that question, Laquita. You already know. I'm just gonna answer whether it's rhetorical or not.
What was the question?
I can't remember, and it was so long ago. My mind is bad. LionsCrest talking about these donuts are fire, y'all.
Digital donuts taste good.
Boom. So I say we get him in here and help us to say hello to everybody, because you know what, our internet, Corey, is so bad. I just saw everybody's name and I couldn't even see what they were saying, but I can see Destination Dad.
Hey, Destination Dad in the house. Thanks for coming in and stopping by.
Yes, he says good morning all. Yes, hey there.
So we're gonna bring LionsCrest in, this Farmer Q from LionsCrest Outdoors, just to help us with this first place pony drawing.
All right, LionsCrest, hey there, we got you back.
Hey.
What's up? I'm back.
Yeah, and while you're here, we will get people are getting their entries loaded into the first place pony drawing entries by entering hashtag the home team. We're gonna talk a little bit about who you are, because you have a green thumb degree. So you actually studied agriculture in college. You've actually taken that and applied it to the business model that you have for your company right now, all the things that you're doing with agriculture. So let's talk about, where did Farmer Q get started?
Farmer Q got started. Okay, so Farmer Q got started at Texas A&M Commerce under the program of Health, Human Performance, and Kinesiology. Nothing to do with gardening, farming whatsoever. That's where Farmer Q got started.
Right, and you said what was your field of study? Say that again.
Kinesiology. That's like the umbrella term, but Health and Human Performance was the section of kinesiology that I was studying. And I'm still very much involved with health and human performance, but just for myself though.
Got it. Okay. Hey there, blessed one. So happy to have you here.
All right, blessed one. So you said you started out studying health. I just lost it. Kinesiology.
Yes, there we go.
Go ahead.
Health and human performance and kinesiology. But then there was a shift that took you into the land of agriculture. How did that happen?
Well, you know, as we go through time, and especially when we're in college, we kind of find different things out about ourselves that we got to find out through experience. And when I was in college, in the thick of it, I was finding out, man, I'm really not into the intellectual or book learning part of kinesiology. And on top of that, the people who were around me at the time, great people, just weren't my type of people. And I'm a people person. I've kind of become more of a solitary person over time, but at that point in my life, I was very kind of dependent on having people around me as I learned, and that's natural as a youngster. But what I'll say is, you know, the agriculture department at the school that I was at, just the people were so laid back and they were so knowledgeable while being laid back. And I was like, you know what? I like their energy, and I spent some time around them, probably about a week and a half, before I was like, hey, you know what? Let's go see what this agriculture major is about. Because if these people are in agriculture and they're such good people, let's see what this foxhole has to offer once we go down it. So that's where I got started.
Okay.
And you know, so this is a cool start, because we're talking about kinesiology or kinesthetics or movement, you know, and moving from there into where you are now.
Because after you left college, you actually considered going to live and spend time with your favorite Uncle Sam.
yeah, and a lot of people actually don't really know about that. Well, and they're gonna learn today. But I when I left college, I actually didn't finish college. I have about a year and a half left to actually finish the degree that I was pursuing at the time. But I'll get into it without getting into it. My roommates, we all lived in a house at the time, and we were responsible for our finances. And I'm the fourth roommate. 3 out of the 4 roommates dropped out of school and left one of the roommates with everything to pay for. So,
wow.
became.
You sound like Garden of Twitty, because you sound like you got a life lesson. And Garden of Twitty says, "Dude, I went to
Snap
commerce.
I didn't know that.
Studied microbiology, biochem, and ran track cross country." But then he also said, "TAMU Commerce taught me more about life than school." Like you're saying, getting stuck with the bag and all of that kind of stuff. So okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just adding to what you're saying, but yeah,
your friend stuck y'all, left y'all, and y'all had to pay the bills.
Yeah, they left. Okay, so they left me high and dry. I had to pay the bills, and I actually was, and this is kind of what made me realize that I had some level of drive or determination. Obviously, so I'll say this: I grew up my younger part of my life without a father, and I think that it's very important that as men we have fathers to kind of help us get that discipline that we really need to have. And I mean, you can get that from your mother as well, but for me in particular, my mother was more of the nurturing aspect of things and give Q everything he wants kind of thing. And I think that helped a certain part of me, but I had to go and develop the other side of me through the life experiences and going back to that like experience. So when I was at the house and everything, I actually was able to maintain for like a semester and a half before I left, and I was like bummed out about having to leave school and everything, withdrawing. But at the same time, I was sitting here like, man, I was able to handle that for like a whole legit semester on top of not failing into my classes and paying all the, okay. So that means that I do have some potential and I just started to really explore that potential from that point. Nice. So going back into how you asked about the delayed entry program, that's what led me into going home. I was at home for about a good 3-4 months and I was shaking in my boots. I was like, I got to do something. Right. I went to the I guess you can call it the military office where they have like the Army, they have the Marines, they have the Air Force, they have all different little sectors in there. Mm-hmm. I went to that building and then, I was able to keep up with everybody, but they were like, hey, you should probably go mess with the chair force. That's what they called them. They all had their jokes and stuff. But I actually did enjoy the company of those people and everything, even though I didn't get to know them very well because I didn't even go to basic. I actually was in the midst of the delayed entry program, which is leading up to basic training. Mm-hmm. And I was just sitting in the room and I was thinking to myself, I was like, I really just don't want to do that. So I literally just one day went downstairs, and this was when I was at this time I was about 23 and a half. Mm-hmm. I went downstairs and I was going to just tell my mom how I felt about it. I was like, I don't think the military is for me and blah, blah, blah. And like when I went down there, it's just like it all just poured out of me. I was just like all the things that I went through up to that point in my life was just coming out of me in that moment. And that's when I really realized I got to really just go and explore life a little bit. So yeah, that's the delayed entry program story for you. And I'm not going to keep, because I know I can keep rambling. So
no, you're good.
You're not, that's the good thing. You're not rambling at all. It's a matter of you're really sharing with us, okay, where do you go? You might start in one place and you're thinking like, yeah, kinesthetics, that's what I'm going to do. I'm interested in this. And then you say, oh, well, let me go over here. I'm interested in that, but that's life, right? Life is slow. Life is fast. It's sort of like Trash Can Wave said. Life is like AT&T, who is forever putting in new wires for better internet. Mm-hmm. They don't want to replace the wire so we don't get to their competitors. So that's life for you, right? You're always putting in new wires. You're trying to see what's going to work, and you're moving around and saying, okay, where is my sweet spot? Yeah. And look, Trash Can Waves is also saying, haha, cheer force, aka the Air Force.
I got a bone to pick with you, LionsCrest. I typically don't do this on the air, but come on, man. You went to Colorado. Why alfalfa and not buckwheat?
Well, I mean, and it's funny. Okay, I'm glad that you brought that up because
what's alfalfa and buckwheat?
So okay, I'm gonna. So alfalfa is.
You might be too young for that show. You remember Little Rascals?
I remember the Little Rascals. I was knee high to a grasshopper when it was out, but I remember it. I don't remember the old version of Little Rascals. Yeah. I remember the new Little Rascals. So you might have something to what you're saying about the too young for it, because I didn't even watch the older Little Rascals.
Yeah, alfalfa and buckwheat were two characters on Little Rascals.
Yeah,
yeah, I remember alfalfa and buckwheat, but yeah, alfalfa was because basically in Colorado, the San Luis Mountain Valley, the San Luis Mountain Valley range or mountain. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So the San Luis Valley Mountains in Alamosa, Colorado is at 9,800 feet elevation. And during the active grow season, which is literally like the grow season does not start till J1 out there because, yeah, we got to some nights of 0 degrees and -3 degrees. So, and that was like the typical nighttime temperature before we got back into the daytime temperature of 60 degrees during the late spring. So yeah, but the grow season started on on June 1st out in Alamosa, and our specific job out there was to grow alfalfa because alfalfa that was produced in that area, because of the temperature differential of the specific area, it yielded some of the best alfalfa crop for the cattle in the whole surrounding area out of everywhere. But when we got there, the person who sponsored us to go out there and do all that literally left us out there with like 5-year-old canned food, expiring food and stuff like that. So we had to just go and get it on our own. So that's when we ended up going out to Pueblo, Colorado, and the whole time we were out there at Alamosa, we never even got started with the alfalfa. But we get to Pueblo, Colorado, and at this point, we're just nomads.
Wait a minute. Your plan was to grow alfalfa.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. Okay. And I say that because I know on your Instagram you're growing everything. I'm looking at this trick or treat bucket for it. He's got yellow and red peppers. Anyways, go ahead. This is like the current plan. That's the old plan.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about the old. You're in Pueblo, Colorado. You went there, and that's where you really got into. That's when the lion cub was born.
Oh, that's when the lion cub. That's when Rafiki held up Simba for the first time. That's when that happened right there. And let me tell you, shoot, when we got to Pueblo, we literally did not know what we were gonna do, like from the next day to the next day to the next day, but. One thing that we did know, we had 3 guys out there with us. One was similar to me in as far as the work ethic, and then one guy who was out there with us was an insurance adjuster. Not to say anything about insurance adjusters, but he was a city boy who wanted to stay in the house. So we'll just leave it at that. So and he did contribute because he made money outside of the ways that we had to make money. He was bringing in his money for his insurance adjustment. But me and Daniel, we're like, hey, how are we going to do this? So. And yeah, that's a very vague name, but yeah, we're like, how are we gonna do this? So we just let's go outside and clean up because we got to the property and it was junk. That property was junk, and let me tell you how junk it was. It wasn't just dirty like stuff you have to pick up and throw into a dumpster. The people who lived on the property before us had literally thought it would be a good idea for weed fabric to put carpet fabric under the soil layer as weed barrier. Wow. So we had to go through about almost a 1/6 acre of the whole plot and dig this stuff out of the ground and throw it into a dumpster that they hauled off. So and then in that field, you go ahead.
So that's when you got familiar with the tools of sharpshooter shovels, shovels, and you found yourself getting hired by one of the neighbors that own property around there.
And you know what? Okay, so Adrian Nash is in here talking about bone broth. I just gotta make sure I get her and Trash Can Wave straight because he's always doing something, right? So Adrian's been talking about this bone broth that she's brewed, right, in different chats, and she's really good. She says it tastes like Thanksgiving in a glass. Oh, okay. So he's like, man. Adrian, you're not flying no brooms, are you? And so, she's like, you trying to say I'm a witch? It is Halloween time, Adrian, and Trash Can Waves. He was like, what else is on the menu besides the bone stew? It's bone broth, all right? So Farmer Q, some of these other farmers in here, they probably know some stuff about it. Hey there, Regina Snow is in here. And guess who else, Corey? Uncle Stu is giving us a $5 super chat.
Uncle Stu in the house.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Now, Uncle Stu is plant-based, so he's not eating bone broth these days. I don't think, even though it's very beneficial for you, for your bones and all of that, joints and all of that stuff. And she says it tastes like Thanksgiving in a mug. But just making sure that I make sure that Trash Can Waves is being nice, even though they're always teasing each other back and forth. And Adrian ain't helping, talking about Gail Lockett. Y'all gonna be real nasty down there in the stinky A, because she's talking about y'all gonna be shaking it fast. So, anyways,
so you found your passion.
And Regina is saying you have a beautiful produce, by the way, when we were showing these peppers, these Halloween peppers.
So we're gonna go. We got you in Pueblo. You found out. You got the job from the neighbor. You were actually cleaning up the property. They saw you doing that work and they hired you on. And then you came back to Texas. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, where we're gonna go when we talk about the Lion's Pride. But not before we do our first place pony drawing.
Everybody should have had time by now to put in hashtag the home team. So we already know we had a first place person, but let's see who is first place pony. That means we've got a lot of entries here. If you haven't put it in, because how are we going to do this, Corey?
When I'm gonna make the horse race announcement, and then Farmer Q, when I say bring, I make that gate sound bring. That's what you're gonna say, something that all farmers should say. Dig this and dig it deep.
Dig this and dig it deep. Okay.
All right. So when I say bring, you say dig this and dig it deep. All right.
Got it.
Go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the blind guy, his wife, their life live. First place pony derby. All the jockeys are in the gate, behind the gate, in position. Bring.
Dig this and dig it deep.
All right, blessed one, G. Albert, GG, she grows. Destination Dad, Kingsway Gardening, Global Green Book, Philip Walter Jr., Violet, David Hunt, Global Green Book, Trash Can Waves, I couldn't keep up, Viola Graham, Global Green Book, Viola Graham!
Congratulations. She was like, syllable overload.
Yes, I know, right? Congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations.
Is the champion, our friend.
Yes, always a good time when we've got a first place pony winner. Congratulations. Why David Hunt talking about steel first? You know what? And thank you, Adrian Ash, for clarifying the spell you're putting on people, because Trash Can Waves was like, you doing that hocus pocus? She said, Trash Can, here's the spell. Treat people or men with kindness and generosity and give them all your groceries. You know what? Let's get
yeah. That's all right, LionsCrest, go ahead and give a congratulations for us.
Hey, congratulations to Viola Graham. Congratulations.
All right.
Yes, congratulations to you.
First place pony.
Right. Thank you so much. Trash Can Waves is glad to congratulate. He says, new winner. Congrats. Graham, congrats. Thank you, Puddle Ranch.
Yeah, so none of y'all can say it's rigged this time. Yeah. It's a new winner.
Right. I had nothing to do with it. Hey, it just went. And look, Phil telling her, not all the groceries, Adrian. Anyways, Viola's speech is, wow, I am excited. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Yes, Gail is congratulating her. Oh, man. Wow. Uncle Stu, thank you. Another $5 super chat. He says, no bone broth for me. Veggie broth or veggie gravy is great. I'm with you.
All right.
Veggie gravy, veggie broth, all of it's pretty amazing.
You know what? I consider the bone broth and the chicken broth. I don't really use beef broth like that, but the bone and the chicken broth, man, the best base for greens. The best base for greens. Leafy greens for me, anyway. You know, that's just my preference.
Got it.
Got
okay.
Cooking tips from Farmer Q.
Wait. Why is David Hunt still talking trash? Everybody's congratulating Viola Graham, and he says this could be a ship with all the rigging going on. You know what? This is crazy. Rigged, blessed one. It's still rigged. Trash Can Wave. You know what? Thank you, Phil, PWJ. So, guys, we are all any perishable goods. Get out of here, Trash Can Waves. Anyway, blessed one, get it together. Y'all congratulate her fair and square. Blessed one, I'm going to make sure you win one day. I don't know how I'm going to fix it. Blessed one, get it together. Okay. Yes, because blessed one is saying rigged. So I'm telling blessed one, I got you.
Well, Farmer Q, we're going to pop you back into the virtual green room. Again, continue to enjoy the computerized coffee and digital donuts. And we're going to bring you with the official greeting.
All right.
Thank you. Wait a minute. Hey, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. Good to see you. Welcome. And we all, you know what? Now Phil says, I'm giving half my likes to LionCrest and the other half to Blind Riggers. We're not rigging it, guys. But anyways, we've got to give an official welcome because we're only 20 minutes to the end of the show. And we've got to get into our guest, LionCrest Outdoors.
If you're just tuning in, we have a person that's going to show you how he's turned his passion into profits on this Financial Friday. And his garden has grown into a profitable business that he's using to create exciting content on his YouTube channel. Today's special guest is a lion amongst men.
Ooh.
Today's special guest is got more mane than Mufasa when it comes to growing his garden. Today's special guest, again, I call him the Mufasa of mangoes, the Simba of sweet potatoes, and the Scar of scallions. This gentleman has been he's the lion, again, a lion amongst men. He's more of a lion than all the Detroit Lions put on the field at the same time.
Now, I'm not a sports person, but okay.
This man is none other than one of the greatest farmers that ever came out of the jungle, stood up on 2 feet, became anthropomorphic in the field of agriculture. He is LionsCrest Outdoors.
Welcome.
What's up? Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
How you helping with your own intro music?
It just goes together like peanut butter and jelly. When you say the you gotta be like chicken. You gotta say it right.
There you go. There you go. You know it.
Yeah. So LionsCrest, you can tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started out in college as studying kinesiology. Then you moved to agriculture, and then you went into delayed entry into the Air Force, but then you came out of that and went actually into farming and growing. Pretty much is when you came back to Texas after you left Colorado. So now let's talk about what we really want to hear about the Lion's Pride. How have you grown? How is
Speaking of the Lion's Pride, David Hunt put in right before the hyenas come. Like that's what we were in the song, and you know how in the movie different animals appear at different times. But anyways. So welcome to the show from PWJ. Stinky Puddle Ranch is saying great introduction. Wally is saying a mighty lion, not for meat, but for the nature and greens. And you know what? Little Rubies is saying, man, your hair. So I don't know if we're going to get into hair because she says such beautiful hair.
Thank you.
At LionsCrest. So let's get into the Lion's Pride. And what were you going to ask about that?
The Lion's Pride, when it comes to the LionsCrest Outdoors, tell us about some of the things that you do as far as on your channel with gardening and how you starting to change that gardening into creative content that is part of your business model.
Well, a lot of what I've been doing on my channel, it's been a progressionary thing up to the point where it is right now. And what I mean by that is I started off coming straight into what I could understand as what I could bring value for, which was the irrigation, because I'm a licensed irrigator. That's what I do professionally as like a trade in the state of Texas and everything like that. But when I first started on YouTube, I was like, hey, I'm just going to share my irrigation, putting out 40-minute videos and trying to get people to like watch some super hyper technical stuff. But then I was like, okay, how can I make my message tie into my lifestyle while still giving the value that I was trying to bring at the very beginning? So that's when I started to actually like touch on, I had to go into the psychology of what it is that I could offer, as well as what the people want to watch, and not lose myself within that psychology. And what I mean by that is I had to realize that not everybody's trying to find out the anatomical structure of a microbe within a soil sphere. They're trying to find out how to grow tomatoes. They're trying to find out how to take care of their apple trees. They're trying to, and there's nothing wrong with being at any stage of that, but it's being able to meet people where they need to be met and being able to give what you can give as far as what you know, without trying to just, because some people will passively try to just be over people because they place their identity on their knowledge, and that's not what I do here. Like my knowledge is just a part of me as a person. Who you see in front of you, the interaction that you get, the conversation that you have, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? We're having a good time, and I just think that it's so good to be able to meet people where they are with a true personality and bring it in with gardening. So that's kind of what my channel is about, and that's very abstract, but at the same time, you could kind of put your finger on it. I think it's
not as abstract when we go to the channel and we look at the different videos, because like you're saying, you started out in irrigation because that's where your licensing is. That's part of how you said, hey, let me finance this life of mine, right? Let me go get certification. Let me go get a skill trade, get licensed. I can make money. Then you said, okay, let me switch over here to YouTube. I can make money talking about it over there.
So let me add something real quick, just for the ladies real quick.
The ladies.
So this irrigation trade, the path that I'm on right now would not have even been in existence if it wasn't for my wife. Because let me tell you, I was when I came back from Colorado, I was working at the climbing wall. Everybody loved Quint. Everybody loved Quint, but she was like, "Hey, everybody loves you, but now let's turn that love into some money." So I got a full-time job at the city of Wiley. Started working as an irrigation helper, and then that's where I got into that. Just wanted to say that real quick.
Okay, so then in this case, like you're saying, here you are on your channel. This is a video of you showing, what you're doing with this particular plot, right?
Yep,
but
yes.
What you're saying is you were doing some of these things already, and your wife was like, babe, monetize it this way. You're already doing it over here. Sure, this is bringing us food for the house. We can sell it maybe at the market. But a third way is your wife was a YouTuber.
Yep,
She's
she got
telling
me
you,
into YouTube.
right. So she's also saying, do this with it, do this with the information that you have. And your production work is fantastic. So that's another part of it. I'm sure she told you because she was already in that space, level up with it. She'd already made some mistakes or had a learning curve. So you had a head start learning from wherever she
Oh,
was.
she real with it. Because if the video ain't watchable, she ain't gonna watch it. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because it kind of hurt a little bit at first because that's me putting that identity behind it because it's a baby. We getting started, and now these videos they're the essence of me, but they're not my identity. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for me to take criticism. And she at first she just can't watch videos that she's not interested in, and that's not. And at first I was like, oh man, like I just really want you to, but that didn't help nothing. So I was like, let me make these videos so where my wife can watch it, because if she can watch these videos, I think that I can start to get some traction on this. And that's exactly what happened. I had to face myself and what it was.
This is good. I'm going to let you say why it's cool, Corey, but Adrian makes a good point. Speaking of groceries, she says, yes, sir, grocery generosity is imperative. Tell a friend. Your wife is giving groceries. You want to make sure you keep her happy. But go ahead, Corey. What was you going to say?
I would say it's cool that you got the like I said, what a lot of people, I hope they heard when you said it first started this discussion was that, it's like, you want to stay genuine to yourself, but also you want to give the people what they need out of your content. And you found a way to do both by being who you are and being the people that everybody loves Q, but at the same time you're giving people, like I said, not going over there because you talk about soil science, irrigation, but giving them like, look, man, for real, how do I make this apple tree grow? How do I keep my corn from falling over when the wind blows?
Very practical
very
info.
practical. So it's great. Whenever you're creating content, create it for the audience that that's out there, because they're looking for you to help solve their pain points and problems. So now with your Lions Pride is growing. You got yourself your channel, your YouTube partner now. You've grown. So now,
for anybody not understanding what YouTube partner means, that means that you have at least 1,000 subscribers. You have 4,000 watch hours. People have chosen to watch your content at least for 4,000 hours. Thanks to your wife. Shout out to Tiffany, right? That's
what shout out.
So you guys,
why is Phil saying, LionsCrest, do you make your own cream of wheat? You know what? No, with that. Oh, thank you so much, Global Green Book. She just subbed. She's heading towards homesteading and permaculture gardening. She's a new student to your channel.
All right. Hey. Thank you, Global Green Book.
Well, I'm glad to have you.
Yes.
So now we're getting to the heart of the matter, which is you're using all of your talents and all of your skills to generate. You're growing your garden, so that's your crops. But you're also creating creative content, which is your channel, and you're using that to generate cash through your business. What other sides of the business? Because you're using your farm, your agriculture to not only make money for yourself, but you're helping formerly incarcerated and immigrants and migrant workers to have employment. And you're also doing it with the seed packs. Tell everybody about that.
So with the how I use my channel to bring different things into my business that I didn't originally have into my business plan. That's kind of what I'm interpreting it as. But if I'm not, just steer me in the right direction. But what I'll say about that is I was heavy into irrigation and I knew how to do landscaping.
Yeah, and here's an irrigation picture just so that you know, Corey. We were scrolling through and there's an irrigation picture. So go ahead from there and I'm going to take that down.
Oh, you're good. And from there, I was like, man, I got into irrigation. Well, back at the city of Wiley, they gave me a choice. Like when I first got on with them from the climbing wall, went over to the parks maintenance, they gave me a choice. They were like, you can be a mower or you can be an irrigator. And I'm going to warn you now, the person who leads irrigation, he's been through 6 people already. So, and he was in the room and he just got a laugh out of it. So this was a moment for me. I was like, hey, I'm going to pick irrigation because I was at a stage in my life where I still needed to prove myself. And I obviously still got to prove myself even now, but I felt like this was part of what I had to do. So I was like, I'm going to take irrigation. I went with that route, and then I just went headstrong into that. Going back into what I'm bringing different into the business from the YouTube channel. I was doing irrigation and I was working on the side with irrigation first, and then I got full-time irrigation. And I was like, you know what? With this YouTube channel I have, it's really made me appreciate the love I have for landscaping and like bring in a new aspect of the business, which is setting up gardens for people in their yards on a professional level. And I've had the opportunity to do that about 2 times now this season, but it's growing and I'm seeing people have more of a demand for it. And that's another way that YouTube has really kind of taught me to look outside of the looking glass that I'm already looking into, you know, because essentially I was just so focused on irrigation and then I was trying to like, I didn't know that I was trying to do this, but I was trying to use YouTube to kind of like push my irrigation when I was really needing to have YouTube help develop me as a person, so that I could then offer more to the people who are subscribed and even the people who are on the business end of the spectrum who know nothing about the YouTube channel. So
this is good, because what you're saying is you're helping other people grow their own food. Adrian Nash says it is so wonderful to grow your own food. So you're now on a professional level setting other people up. And like you said, you're just starting out and it's growing so that other people are asking you to also help them in their spaces. Snuggle. And then when you speak of YouTube as a business, you know, you're a YouTube partner. We are. And now look at Snuggles coming through with the $5 super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Snuggles.
Saying, let's all use this button indiscriminately. Let's see how many people can follow this, or will they just sit around and watch as usual? You know what, Snuggles, you can't manhandle people.
That reverse psychology into super chatism.
I know, right? And you know, Snuggles is the king of the champion of the $5 super chat. Well, $5 super chat, and I'll give you a comment and repeat and repeat and repeat. So thank you, Snuggles. We do appreciate your monetary contributions.
And with you helping other people with their gardening, starting their gardens, that's where you want to expand into helping, like I said, the migrant worker population there in Texas, as well as the formerly incarcerated, correct?
Yes. So
wait a minute. Before you talk about how you're helping that category of people, you guys, we're nearing the top of the hour. That means you have to put in your final hashtag, because Farmer Q is going to be doing a giveaway, which means if you win this giveaway by putting in hashtag
LionCrest Outdoors,
hashtag LionCrest Outdoors, then you may win the gift.
Shout out on the next video, plus a seed pack from Farmer Q.
Yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell us about your passion for this population of folks, how you're helping people.
How I'm helping people, like
the formerly incarcerated immigrant.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, awesome, thank you. So basically, this past year, this is the first year that I've actually taken on someone who is formerly incarcerated, and it really kind of opened my perspective about people who are in that situation, because people fall, but they have to pick themselves up as well. And of course, you got to protect yourself when you're dealing with people who you know nothing about. But I will say that you got to give people a chance, and you got to build a level of discernment to where you can start to see a certain quality in somebody that will determine whether or not they're going to be somewhat useful to you. And you pick up that skill over time as you deal with more people. And I actually had my little brother work with me this past summer as well, so I got to see the perspective of somebody who's never really worked and really just trying to be just like his big brother, trying to be headstrong and because my body strength comes from experience, and he tries to be body strong, and it kind of backfires on him and makes him sleep for 12 hours. But we're not going to get into that too much. We're talking about the formerly incarcerated, and we're also talking about how I'm trying my darndest right now to actually learn more Spanish and get to a level where I'm at least at like the 3rd to 5th grade level of Spanish, so that yes, I can have migrant workers or immigrant workers come and work for me, but I also want to be as fair as I can to them in the work environment. So if I am the head guy, if I'm the owner of the company, and I have a crew leader who is not Latino, and they literally go out and my workers are Latino, I don't want them to be in a situation where they feel uncomfortable because they have nobody to come to for their problems or anything like that. So I'm just thinking about it from a level of being able to keep the communicational pillar that I have going. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make that foundation a little bit stronger.
Right. And all this is driving the creative content that we see coming from your YouTube channel. And it's like one circular pattern. The gardening drives the content.
Hold on, Farmer Q. Are you laughing at trash can wave?
Yeah, I'm laughing at trash can.
Incarcerated woman?
No.
Speaking speaking of women, hey there, Sharon Marie Watson. So happy to have you here, hanging out with us today. She has sponsored the channel in the past. We do appreciate you. And we also have to say hello to Unique View as well. Hey there, Unique View. Unique View does have the LionsCrest outdoors in there. And so that's always a good thing. Oh, goodness. Corey, you were talking about all the goodness that he was doing, and you were trying to bring it home. But we do have to say thank you to Coffee Talking Twerk for the $10 super chat.
Thank you, Coffee Talking Twerk.
He says, hi, good peeps.
All right. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. So yeah, so like I said, the good thing about it with the gardening is it's all just a circular pattern. It's the circle of life. Where you're growing your crops become your creative content, and then you're actually taking the content and using that to bring other people into your gardening sphere so that they can.
I know he's laughing at Trash Can Waves because, like you're saying, bringing other people into the sphere. That some people would say, okay, if you've been incarcerated, no, I don't want to give you a chance. Where Farmer Q was like, if you've been incarcerated and you're coming out and you want to work, you're looking at it like, let me just get the bag by any means necessary. I'm not afraid of hard work if that's what it means. Whereas your little brother, like you said, he was like, woo, I'm working hard and I'm coming home falling right asleep, right? I can't even stay up. And Trash Can Waves is saying, hire more former incarcerated women. They are fine. So either way, and look at Phil talking about put them to work, Trash Can. Anyways, so the point is that you're out here and you're trying to make sure you reach everyone, because you realize that when you're in this space and you realize that you're going to help other people, you got to help them wherever they are. You got to look at, well, who needs the help? Because like you said on your Instagram channel, you started out mainly with irrigation. So when we scroll back and we look at your Instagram channel, we see a bunch of irrigation here. And then as we scroll up, so I'm going to just go down here. As we scroll up, we start to see more of you from what the people want. And that's what you're saying. Okay, great. This person needs a yard. That person needs a yard. But these people want food in their yard. And then you started to realize, wow, these folks, they want work. And so you're adapting as the situations come through. And so you have seed packs, you're providing finances for your family, but you're also providing opportunities for other people out here in the world.
100%. And let me say this too, and this is, and I'm kind of touching back on what we're about the formerly incarcerated. I'll give you a story with obviously no names and everything like that, and it's very brief, and I'll keep it brief with it.
Yeah, no problem. And we know that you do check the background. According to Blessed One, she's like, check the background of people, right? Mm-hmm. So even if they're formerly incarcerated, you can check the background, because not everybody has the same background. Some are different. So you
exactly
of now everybody, incarcerated or not.
Yeah, and no matter how that, and I actually appreciate that, because I actually haven't done like an actual background check on anyone yet, but that's a good idea. But I pick, like, if I go and get hired help, like there's a place called the Blue House, and it's basically like the place where everybody goes who wants to get work. So they kind of vet them a little bit too, and they put them through a background check, because it's through the actual city that they have to actually sign up through that. But what I was going to say was basically, okay, so the guy who was my go-to for the whole season, and we're still in contact and stuff, he's just doing a little other stuff, but he was in a situation with his family to where his wife's brother was living with them, and he would always harass him, and he would always talk to me about it, and he would always open up about that situation and everything like that. And you know, I could tell that it was getting to a boiling point. And I told him one day, I was like, look, Darren, you know, I know that as a man you got to do what you got to do, but you know, as a man I need you here with me as well. And so fast forward a little bit, he calls me in the middle of the night. He's like, hey Quint, like all I could think of was you, man. And I was like, slow down, man. What's going on? And he tells me that his brother hit him. His brother hit him in his face. And he was like, the only thing that made me stop hitting him was like, I got to be there for Q. And that saved him from going back to jail. That saved him from doing all that, like whatever he was going to go down. That was his crossroads. And I helped him through his crossroads moment, because now none of that trouble's in his life whatsoever. Mm-hmm. It wasn't because of me, but I was a catalyst, as our friend Tax said on Black's Tropical Homestead's like interview with him. I was a catalyst to that situation, and I want to be a catalyst for a lot of other people in the good situations in their life, because I think that that's how you leave a legacy.
This is great. You know, you're leaving a legacy on Adrian. She's like, I want food in my yard. Let's make it happen, right? Hey there, Zan the man is in here as well.
Zan, I don't like doing this, but check your emails.
Listen, you are just in time because we are about to do our giveaway, right? Our final giveaway. So that means all you have to do is put LionCrest Outdoors, hashtag LionCrest Outdoors, and
check your emails.
Check your emails. And whoever wins this, what do they win?
They win a seed pack from LionCrest Outdoors, and they also get a shout out on LionCrest Outdoors.
And it's unreleased seed pack as well, so nobody else has access to it unless you win it at this very moment.
Ooh, I should enter. Okay, so let's see. And you know what? Adrian wants to hear. Thank you, Tasha Oshigro. She has it in there. Adrian, everybody wants to hear about your hair. You know, and she says, is that from all that good nutrition and clean lifestyles? Hey, Sizzles.
Well, I think that it has a lot to do with it, but I could do a lot better in regards to that. So maybe it could be even better. But I will say that I think that genetics have something to do with that as well. But my hair also has the look that it has is because, so you notice like how my hair looks dyed on the tips?
Yeah.
Like that's not dye. That's from working in the sun how much I do. That's literally just sunlight. And but yeah, that I mean, I just drink a lot of water and I eat like once and a half a day and just work a whole lot. Wake up really early, 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, and don't lay down until 7, 8 p.m. at night, and just just keep moving.
That's it. And Country and Yankee they've got it in there, hashtag LionCrest Outdoors. So I think we're ready to do this giveaway. Thank you for being here. Country and Yankee, and Sizzles is saying, hey there. She's also in Namibia. So glad to have you here. Listen to Global Green Book. She says, I need seeds for Africa. I really want this. No rigging.
Hey, and the seeds that I'm gonna give away, I'll tell you what they are too. So they're Sugar Rush peach peppers, and you definitely can grow those in Africa. So I just wanted to say that because she said that.
Yes, thank you for that. And Garden of Twitty says, my dreads do the same. They turn brown, red on the tips. It's the sun. And listen to Trash Can. You know, Trash Can Waves is a hair person. His channel, he helps people to get their hairline back. So that's what his channel is all about. Like straight up, he had a receding hairline. He does not have it anymore. He got his waves in there deep. So he says, let me see those tips again. Don't be BSing. Let me make sure they're not, dyed or whatever. Oh, Blessed One is in Texas. Okay.
We got some Texas family in the house tonight.
Yes.
Not tonight. I'm so used to being live at nighttime.
David Hunt is bald talking about my dreads have fallen off. Sit down, David. Let's go.
His dreads fell off and he had like a perfect hairline and everything. It's just like they fell off into a haircut.
So the way we're gonna do this drawing is this. I'm gonna count you in 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna give us the biggest lion's roar you can give us. Okay.
Okay. Let me gotta get straight.
Right? Get it together.
Ready?
Oh, okay. So you're gonna give me a cue?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the 3, 2, 1, and then
all right.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, action.
Roar! There you go. That's the best I can do.
All right, hit it.
Felt like I sounded like a little kid, but that's cool.
What's in the man? Blessed One, follow. That's Nation Dad, Garden of Twitty, Tasha Trace Wave, Global Green Book, David Hunt, Country and Yankee, Global Green Book, Country and Yankee.
Oh, it trolled Global Green Book, y'all. It was like on her. I thought it was gonna like be on her, and then it just went right boom. I was like, oh man.
Man, Country and Yankee came and swooped it away. Oh wow! So Coffee Talking Tech said, "I saw the seeds of love."
So Country and Yankee, we're gonna share with you LionCrest Outdoors email, so you can email your shipping information to him, and he will get those seeds to you, and he will also shout you out in his next YouTube video.
Yes. So here's the thing. Trash Can is saying that's all that red soil in Texas, and he said, "Okay, you did have a kitty cat purr, or it could have been a lion. Anyway, that's a hybrid. All right." So look at Sharon Marie Watson is mad. She's like, wait a minute. She got all the exclamation marks. I'm sorry. I tried to rig it up for you to win, Sharon Marie. You know you my girl. All right. So, Corey, some people are in here congratulating Coffee Talking Tech. Adrian, how do we get you the information? Do you want us to put your email on the screen so that way they can have it? And if so, or we can, okay.
You can put it up.
All right. Let me do that right now. Which email do you want me to add?
So, LionCrestOutdoors@gmail.com.
Got it. I'll just add that to the screen. I'll also add that to the chat. And this way, our winner, Country and Yankee, can make sure that they email you, and make sure in the comments or in the subject you add,
blind guy, his wife, winner.
yes, blind guy, his wife, winner, and then in the body you can say, I won the seed packet, please ship it to here. Put your PO box, put your address, wherever you want it to go to. I know some people prefer to protect their information. This has been great. Listen to Trash Can Wait talking about LionsCrest. That's the power of Laquita. I did not rig it that all the farmers win today.
So we got to ask you this last question, LionsCrest. Now, how many fruits and vegetables have you eaten today?
That's come on, like I don't start eating till 1.
Well,
so it's like,
what's your plan? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll tell you what I do plan to eat at 1 o'clock here. I usually will start off with like 3 eggs and a half cup of oatmeal. That's typically what I'll start the day off with.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, just so you know, Corey, Sharon Marie is happy. Her exclamation points were happy, not bad.
Oh, okay. So,
but yeah, it's not plant based. The oatmeal is, but not the eggs.
That's whole grains. So keep in mind that we always say fruits and vegetables, but whole food is really what it is, and it's easy for people to get to say I had oatmeal, but they got it out of like that packet, which is sort of processed because it has all that extra stuff in it. So then it's not, and then they start doing other things, but whole grains are definitely a good thing. Also, so if you start with oatmeal, what do you have? And look, she's going to order. Global Green Book says, look, it don't matter if it was rigged. I'm just going to order. I'm going to buy my seeds. So what do you have in your oatmeal? Anything in particular? Or is it plain, or?
With the oatmeal,
in combination.
Okay, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Yeah, I know that you like to eat your food in combination. Like instead of just eating the oatmeal, you're like, let's get all the things together. It tastes better. It's more nutritious that way. So you tell us.
So typically with the oatmeal, I have like fruit that I'd like to have in the oatmeal, and usually that fruit is like berry-based fruits. If I don't have any, so I'll use like raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. That's like my typical trio when it comes to the oatmeal. But what I will say about that too is if I don't have any of that, any of my typical trio, I have some honey that is aged really well. Like it's super crystallized. It was crystallized to the point where I had to cut the thing open and like literally scoop it out and put it inside of a little like glassware container.
I've had to do that.
Oh yeah, I love it when it gets like that because it takes on different flavor profiles. By the way, so like this honey tastes like cinnamon honey, and I'm like, I wonder what the bees primarily had their pollen base off of because it's dried down. Tastes like, hey wifey, how you doing? It tastes like cinnamon honey. So basically, I'll take like a teaspoon, like not the big silver spoon, but the small silver spoon. And I don't even know if that's a teaspoon or tablespoon, but I've always just thought that, or someone told me that. But I take the little spoon and I'll get like half of that little spoon of that honey, and then I'll just stir the oatmeal with it, and then it gives just that little bit of honey, even though it's concentrated, so it's probably actually a full spoon. But that little bit of honey just it enhances the flavor of the oats, and I like honey because it's like a flavor enhancer as opposed to like adding like a thick layer of sugar onto something,
Exactly. And I like that you're saying that, honey, because a lot of people, they think, oh, you're a gardener, you're only eating, your food from the garden, right? You're like, no, I'm currently eating everything. You just like here we have you on your Instagram flipping burgers, right? You eat everything, but you also are making sure that you get some of the best things into your life, like Coach Remy. Coach Remy is in here, Corey.
Hey, Coach Remy, work out.
Oatmeal is his all-time favorite, sweetened with dried fruit. Same thing as you.
Like I saw your interview as well, Coach Remy, and I remember you saying that. And I could straight up live off of oatmeal and bananas if it all came down to it. I would straight up be able to live off that.
That's it. Listen to Trash Can messing it all up. Talking about shrimp and grits on my mind with some French toast.
Oh my gosh. Cheese grits and cheese. Okay, so the Cajun cheese grits and the shrimp. Oh my gosh. Like with like the red sauce in it. Oh my gosh.
All right, so let me say this about grits. I keep talking about grits. Like put into your grits anything white. So take an onion, garlic, cauliflower, cook them a little bit in water, and then puree it if you want so it'll be smooth. Put the water in the grits and finish letting it cook. And you will have a super fortified meal. And it'll have that extra flavor. You can still add the cheese. You can still add the butter. But you will know, like, I also got these other things that are full of antioxidants and fiber and other vitamins and nutrients. Vitamin C, A, E, all those good things. So You'd be surprised at what those types of things. Eggplant is also really good in grits. So this way, if you're going to add the shrimp, you're going to add the cheese or the red sauce. Eggplant is crazy. It makes it creamy. You can leave off the peel if you don't want it purple, but the inside of the eggplant, it'll blend right in. It'll be white, and you won't even notice that it's in there. Other than you'll just know that the nutrients are there. So hey, since we're talking about grits, I had to throw that in there.
Do y'all have like a place that you can go to where, like, if I'm about to cook a meal and I'm like, hey man, I just really want to know how I could take right, because it's like a right now kind of thing. A lot of times when people aren't like established cooks,
Right.
they get inspired by something, and they're like, they get to the process and they're like, man, what could I do right now? And I'm not trying to reverse interview this, but what
No,
could
you're
I do
fine.
right now to like make this, because what you just said was what I'm asking, and I'm just kind of like, I'm asking if y'all have something to where or if I wanted to know this, I could access y'all and be like, hey, or could I just email y'all or something like that, or because
You know what?
yeah.
Thank you for that, because that's one reason why we do the garden chats Monday morning. That's why I joined the garden chats Monday mornings with Black
Black
Tropical,
Tropical.
so that we can have these food conversations. And then what we're also doing with that is, yes, I'm building what you're talking about, that library of information, so that you're not thinking like trash can waves that you're gonna have to runs if you eat all that oatmeal. Right? So that you can just say, oh, here's where I can go to get the information. So thank you for mentioning that, because, and he's also telling Adrian, you're not making no grits
I
anyway.
just thought about a joke. Can I say this real quick? It's like a fresh joke, and it's
Yeah, you can.
so
Hey, you want a creative circle? Tell us a joke. She wants to hear it. She's a
so
creative
Trash Can
circle.
Wave says the oatmeal's gonna have us having the runs. Well, let me tell you something. Back in the olden day, when we was running from the lions, we were running from the animals. You had to have the run so you could be quick about it, so you can keep on running, boy.
Yeah. So I guess that means it means everybody in Texas in your neighborhoods eat oatmeal so they can run from you.
Hey, you know what it is. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But Farmer Q, you've been a great guest. We thank you for being here, and we're gonna pop you backstage. We're gonna get some oatmeal and some coffee, and we're actually gonna bring you back and talk to you after this broadcast is over.
Yes,
Okay,
we'll be
perfect.
chatting with you later. Right now, we're going to get right into our plant-based treats. See you soon.
All right, see you soon.
All right, here we go, Corey.
It's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
Use chopped vegetables, fresh or frozen. Cover with the lid. Cook on medium heat 10 to 12 minutes. You don't need any oil because the vegetables will release water and soften up. Season the extra firm tofu. If you eat meat, the texture is kind of like deli meat. Bake 20 minutes or air fry it 10 minutes. This tofu is from another dish. This is how the tofu looks when it's cooked.
So we got our dough rolled out, all rolled out, the dough. We're going to go ahead and add the topping. Spread it all out. All right, so let's roll this up. So whether you make the dough yourself or you purchase the dough, and you can use frozen vegetables. They are a great addition. You can buy that bag that has like onions and what else is in there? Onions and peppers, bag of frozen spinach. Do the same exact thing because you're just trying to increase those vegetables. All right, so we're gonna pinch this part closed. Just ball it up, literally, just like that. Same thing over here. Pull that over, tuck it in, just like a blanket. Ball it up, and then you're gonna pinch those parts closed right there, so that it's just a seam. And then I'm going to bake it with that part down. So when I put it on the pan to bake, it'll be down that way. Awesome.
We use Earth Balance butter to give the bread a delicious finish. It's plant-based and it's tasty.
All right, Corey.
All right, guys.
I was in here just crunching and enjoying my ice, guys. This has been a great show, and I've been eating ice the whole episode,
Mhm.
Corey. I snuck it in.
So we thank you for joining us for this weekend countdown. You are here. We've counted you down to the weekend on The Blind Guy,
His wife,
Their Life Live. Join us next week for more fabulous guests as we take you into what you can do to change your narrative of normal for when you think of health, business, and wealth. So thank you again for everybody that's been a part of this journey. And to say goodbye.
Wait a minute, Corey. You know the folks had some good stuff to say about the food. Well, I think they're trying to transform people into eating grits. Country and Yankee is in there talking about, so no sugar in the grits. I know, Trash Can like, no, that's too nasty. But Tiffany, wifey, says Brussels sprouts has me more than running. It has me flying down the hall. And you know, that's what we say. If there's something that doesn't work for you, try it a few times. And if it really doesn't work, then, you know, don't go for it. There's so many other things around here that you can grow, eat, and enjoy. Wally, I used to say the same thing until my sister made them, talking about grits. Trash Can Waves is trying to win Wally over.
I didn't like grits either till Laquita's grandmother made them with gravy and she made them with shrimp and gravy. That's when I first started liking grits. But now I like grits any way you fix it now.
And Juicing with Jay has all the delicious emojis like that. Is a good recipe. So hey, this is great.
All right. So again, enjoy your weekend. Thank you to all the veterans that served. Yesterday was Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans that served and those that continue to serve our country and serve it well.
Tuck it in and flip it down. Bam. Coffee Talking Twerk.
So
when I was rolling up that bread.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. So again, we thank you, and we're gonna say goodbye. I'll say goodbye.
You know, we're gonna just stop talking about grits on this channel. These people always argue. You even got Tasha Oshie Grows, and she's a sweetheart. David Hunt, sugar and grits is nasty. Just eat cream of wheat. Don't waste those good grits like that.
Right. I say the same thing, Tasha. Sugar and grits does not go together.
Anyway, so we got to get out of here, because when I tell you they go hard with these grits, she's talking about it's the age-old debate. This is our winner, Country and Yankee. It's the age-old debate of sugar versus salt, Hayfield and McCoy's. She even got, see, they breaking out history, scientific facts, statistics. How do we say goodbye? Look at Coach Remy. He's just saying this is a great show.
We are going to say goodbye. Let's see. In honor of LionsCrest Outdoors, I guess I have to say, I know exactly what I'm going to say.
Snuggles just looking. Yeah, how we going to say goodbye?
As LionsCrest looks into the pond,
Snuggles to my sugar and salt and grits. Hurry up, Corey.
Mufasa sits and looks down on him from the clouds and says, "Remember who you are. Remember, Quintus, who you are." Deuces.
That was crazy. Wait, that's how we ended it?
Yep.
Deuces.